More than $400 million in pledges by polluter countries as the Loss and Damage Fund was approved and launched on day one of COP28 in Dubai. This fund is expected to assist vulnerable countries like Belize and the rest of the Caribbean with climate-related disasters. The pledges give Caribbean leaders hope, but they know too well, given the failed promises made in Paris, not to be over-optimistic. Prime Minister of the Bahamas, Philip Davis, exclusively telling News 5 that he is pledge fatigued and that it's time for the big polluter countries to write those checks.
Well, I'm optimistic, but we're seeing some movements. Against the movements, only pledges and commitments, which I'm fatigued of, and hopefully they listen to us. Negotiations are continuing, and I trust that we'll have some fruitful outcomes.
The last time the big countries made pledges, we didn't get the monies. Do you believe them now?
Well, last year, if you pull up my speech from last year, I told them I was pledge fatigue, commitment fatigue, and it's time to write the check. And I expect to say the same thing again this year.
Prime Minister of Dominica, Roosevelt Skerritt, tonight echoing PM Davis's sentiments. Skerritt says that the world needs more than just $500 million.
The pledges that have been made for loss and damage is just close to about $500 million. The world needs more than that. Yes, it is a good start, but it is not sufficient. The other question is, having made the pledges, how do we access it and when? These are two fundamental points. How do we access it and when? So the how and when is crucial to determine whether the commitment at this COP28 is really a sincere commitment to the implementation of the Paris Accord. We remain optimistic. Obviously, some progress has been made. We remain optimistic, but I think the next weeks and months will determine the eventual success of COP28.
One question for me, PM. The last time big polluter countries made pledges like this, we didn't get the money. Do you believe them now?
That's what I'm saying. So let us wait for a couple of months, a few months to see whether they will fulfill the pledges that they've made. It's always good because really sometimes we come to these events and pledges are made, announcements are made to lower the noise. So that we go on the podium and say, thank you very much, well done, we're happy. But no, we have to see how are they going to actualize, how are they going to operationalize that fund. But crucially, how do we access it and when do we access it?
CARICOM Secretary General Dr. Carla Barnett agrees with the Prime Ministers. Dr. Barnett says while the fund has been approved and pledges have been made, the monies need to be mobilized sooner rather than later.
Well, we're glad that it has been approved, but until we see the funds being mobilized and until we see the money go into the pot, it remains a promise. So we're hoping that more pledges will come and that these pledges will be realized. In the negotiations for coming out of Paris, for example, we know that it's taken a long time to even reach 100 billion. So the promises are there. We would want to see promises made good on. Looking to see as this takes shape, what it will look like. It's a hopeful place that we're at, but we cannot assume that the fight is won because it hasn't.
Reporting from COP28 in Dubai, Hipolito Novelo, News 5.
This reporting was delivered in partnership with the Commonwealth Foundation. Read more at commonwealthfoundation.com.